Good day, everyone. Hi, I'm Mary Lumamalin. I am going to tackle all about Gandhi philosopher. Okay, so let's tackle about life of Gandhi. So, life of Gandhi is they are called Mahatma Gandhi, and his real name was Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, India. He became a prominent figure in Indian history as a lawyer, politician, social activist, and writer. Gandhi was a leader of the national movements against British rule in India, employing a unique strategy of nonviolent resistance, also known as passive resistance. This approach was not only effective in the struggle for India's independence, but also inspired civil rights movements worldwide. In South Africa, Gandhi advocated for the civil rights of Indians, further establishing his reputation as a champion of justice and equality. Gandhi's commitment to nonviolence and his life in simple living, making his own clothes, eating a vegetarian diet, and using fast for self-purification as well as a means of protest have been a beacon of hope for oppressed and marginalized people throughout the world. Sadly, Gandhi's life was cut short when he was assassinated on January 13, 1948, in Delhi. Despite his ultimately death, his teachings continue to inspire millions around the world. Next, let's move on to the work and writing of Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi was not only a political and spiritual leader but also a prolific writer. He used his writings as a means to share his thoughts, ideas, and philosophies with the world. Here are some of these notable works of Gandhi. First is an autobiography or the story of my experiment with truth. This is perhaps his most famous work where he chronicles his life and philosophical journey. Next is Hind Swaras for Ancient Home Rule. In this book, Gandhi critiques modern civilization and, and presents his vision for India's future. Next is the Essential Gandhi. This is a collection of his writings and speeches that were chosen by Gandhi scholar Louis Fisher. Next is Satyagraha in South Africa. Here, Gandhi discusses his experience and the development of his concept of Satyagraha while he was in South Africa. Next is the moral and political writings of Mahatma Gandhi, a collection of his most important and influential writings, speeches, and letters. Next is the virtues and values of Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi was a person of profound virtue and values. His principles continue to inspire and guide people around the world. So here are some of the key virtues and values of Gandhi embodied. First is nonviolence. Gandhi is known for his commitment to nonviolence. He believed in resolving conflicts through peaceful means and advocated for the same during India's struggles for independence. Next is truth. Truth. Gandhi held truth as the highest virtue. He believed in being truthful in all aspects of life from personal interactions to political discourse. Next is simplicity. Gandhi led a simple life and encouraged others to do the same. He believed that in the importance of living modestly and sustainably. Next is just social justice. Gandhi was a strong advocate for social justice. He fought against social inequalities and worked towards creating a just and equitable society. Next is faith in self. Gandhi believed in the power of self-belief. He often emphasized the importance of having faith in oneself and one's abilities. And the last is cleanliness and health. Gandhi stressed the importance of cleanliness and good health. He believed that a healthy body was essential for a healthy mind and spirit. Next is let's move on to the principles of Gandhi. So this this was guided by several principles throughout his life. Here are some of the key principles that he espoused. First is nonviolence. So, Gandhi believed in the power of nonviolence as a means of bringing about social and political change. He practiced and promoted nonviolent resistance as a way to confront injustice and oppression. Next is truth. Gandhi emphasized the importance of truthfulness in all aspects of life. He believed in speaking the truth, living a life of integrity, and seeking truth through self-reflection and self-awareness. Next is self-discipline. Gandhi believed in the practice of self-discipline, both in thought, in thought and action. He advocated for controlling one's desires and impulses to live a balanced and virtuous life. Next is non-possession. Gandhi promoted the idea of simplicity and non-attachment to material possessions. He believed in living with the bare minimum and avoiding excessive consumption. And the last one is non-stealing. Gandhi emphasized the importance of respecting others' property and not taking what is not rightfully ours. He advocated for fairness and honesty in all transactions and relationships. So these principles guided Gandhi's actions and shaped his philosophy of life. They continue to inspire people around the world to strive for justice, peace, and equality. Next is the morality of Gandhi. So, Mahatma Gandhi was known for his strong moral values and ethical principles. His morality was deeply rooted in his belief in non-violence, truth, and the inherent dignity of all individuals. So here are some aspects of Gandhi's morality. First is truthfulness. Gandhi emphasized the importance of truthfulness in all aspects of life. He believed in speaking the truth, living a life of integrity, and uh, and seeking truth through self-reflection and self-awareness. Next is the respect of human dignity. Gandhi believed in the inherent dignity of all individuals, regardless of their caste, religion, or social status. He fought against social inequalities and discrimination, working towards creating a just and egalitarian society. Next is the simplicity and non-possession. Gandhi promoted a simple and frugal lifestyle, avoiding excessive material possessions. He believed in the importance of living with a bare minimum of practicing self-restraint. Next is the service to others. Gandhi emphasized the value of selfless service to others. He dedicated his life to serving humanity and working for the welfare of society, placing the needs of others above his own. And the last one is unity and harmony. Gandhi advocated for unity and harmony among people of different religions, castes, and backgrounds. He believed in the power of unity to bring about social transformation and work towards fostering communal harmony. So Gandhi's moral philosophy was deeply intertwined with his political and social activism. He believed that politics should be guided by moral principles and that individuals should strive to live a life of moral integrity. So let's move on to the ethics of Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi ethics were deeply rooted in his principles and beliefs. Here are some case aspects of his ethical framework. First is the truthfulness. So sige balik-balik ang truthfulness, no? So, Gandhi emphasized the importance of truthfulness in all aspects of life. He believed in speaking the truth, living a life of integrity and seeking the truth through self-reflection and self-awareness. Next is the self-discipline. Gandhi practiced self-discipline, both in thought and action. He advocated for controlling one's desires and impulses to lead a virtuous and balanced life. Next is non-possession. Again, he promoted simplicity and non-attachment to material possessions. He believed in living with a bare minimum and avoiding excessive accumulation of wealth or possessions. Next is the service to others. Gandhi believed in the importance of selfless service to others. He dedicated his life to serving humanity and working for the welfare of society. And the last one is the inequalities and discrimination. Gandhi fought against social inequalities and discrimination. He advocated for equal rights and opportunities for all individuals. Okay, so let's proceed to the caption or quotations of Gandhi. So, his quotes is, the best quotes is, our greatest ability as human is not to change the world, but to change ourselves. That's true. These quotes of Gandhi are inspiring and reflect his principles of nonviolence, truth, and social justice. So that's all for my reporting. Thank you for watching.